We're about to interview one of the biggest men in the Nollywood and music entertainment industry as a whole. Now, I'm honored to have in the building today Mr. Yinka Akanbi. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you so very much. Thank you for having me. I'm also happy to be here. Thank you, Lagos, for having me here. Thank you, Nigeria.
You're welcome.
Thank you, the whole world.
Now, Lagos, Nigeria, anywhere you're watching from, we want to give you a quick synopsis into whom this man is. The man, the myth, the legend. We call him Mr. Yinka Akanbi. Now, this man is a writer and director with a bachelor's degree in dramatic arts from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, and a master's degree in theater arts from the University of Lagos. He's currently running his PhD in the same field at the Creative Arts Department at the University of Lagos. Now we'll take it a top notch further. Yinka Akanbi has been part of major drama soaps in Nigeria like Evil Genius. Now, if you know TV very well, if you've watched soap operas in Nigeria, you know. If you've not watched Evil Genius, you haven't watched anything. All right, while he co-wrote and played a prominent role as an actor. Now, he directed House Apart, Family Circle. That time, if you know Family Circle, pam, yes, this is the man right here. Now, he did So Wrong, So Right. So wrong, so right. See, let me tell you, I don't think we know all these things. All right. Now he did Odd World, of course, and This Life. You know, This Life is Beautiful, and so many others. Now, just check out the kind of work he's done, and you know that he truly is not just a veteran, but a legend. Now, let me finish up by saying, as a writer, Mr. Yinka Akanbi has written so many documentary and drama scripts for television. He screenplayed and directed Yemisi Owereke, or is that correct?
Yeah,
good. A film produced by the late ace broadcaster Toba Okbaleye. Now, let me tell you something. This is huge. We have a veteran in the industry gracing us with his presence, and we're so honored to have him in the building today. Please, Nigeria, Lagos, help me welcome again Mr. Yinka Akanbi.
My head is swelling. My head is swelling.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I can see Carrie. Thank you very much for those kind words.
Yes,
I feel honored. I feel proud of the presence. I feel honored. I feel so big. I know. I don't know what to say.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for coming
Thank you.
Then honoring our invitation.
Thank you.
Okay, so to the main program of the day is getting to know you first.
Yes.
Already I said a lot of things, and then I started recalling this soap. We've watched it, way back.
Yes.
So now you're not a small person. You're an OG in the industry. We want to know how you started. Let's know how you started first. The challenges you faced before you got to where you are.
The beginning till now.
Okay. Let's since you've covered part of the academic background.
Yes.
I was one of the first directors and producers on when it comes to private TV in Africa. And when we say private TV, Clapperboard TV was the first privately owned television operating on open broadcast. And when I was in Clapperboard, I happened to be doing about 90% of the productions.
Wow.
Yeah. Productions like So With Sprite. I was the supervising producer on So With Sprite with Olisa Adibwa. I did some films for them, then I shot some documentaries. I was also presenting, I was producing and directing, and sometimes being behind the camera myself for Tini Bopas, such programs. And so from there, I left Clapperboard in 1995, I think, yes, and then to start my own production. Then I worked with Tadeo Gideon for some years. I worked with Jimmy Odumosu. These are names that I'm mentioning with a whole lot of respect. I work with Tunde Kilani, you know. So I started Prices of the Visuals. It was just a name, Prices of the Visuals, in 1995. Then I moved on to make it become an incorporation many years after. So that's how I started. And ever since, I have been running my things and also collaborating with known names whenever the opportunity comes, as I am collaborating with you guys this morning.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I'm going to ask you this. Now, it's safe to say that I'm seated here with a very big name, a veteran in the industry, and I'll tell you why. It brings me back few years or a lot of years. Now, there's this soap opera, if you watch This Life, and there was this clip from This Life that a son and the father were having a conversation. The son, I think, was on top of the roof, all right, and the father was telling him, jump. Yes. I'll catch you, all right? And then the son said, no, if I jump, you won't catch me. Father said, I'm your father, jump, I'll catch you. Now the son jumped and the father moved away from the, moved out the way, and the son fell to the ground and was crying. I said, Father, you said you catch me. And the man replied and said, I said I'll catch you, but I did not. It means you should not trust anybody, including your father. Now that was a very valuable lesson, and I've taken, yes, I did take that with me, and I learned from that if no matter who the person is, anybody, absolutely anybody has the ability to do stuff to you, all right? Do not trust anybody aside yourself. Now, if you can have such soap operas instilling such amount of discipline in me from that time, you know they really did good. Now, Mr. Yinka was part of the production, if not doing so much on that production, and for that we give him kudos. I want to ask this question: how happy, or what happiness do you derive from the fact that you've done so much good work and people give you accolades? It's a very mean feat that people forget the kind of jobs or work you've done, so people don't even think about it, like, oh, now you do or this person has done it. Oh, yes, but some people like me right now, we're giving you your flowers and telling you this is what you did then, and we're acknowledging the fact that you did. What kind of happiness do you derive from stuff like that?
Well, let me see. One thing, my own approach has always been, some jobs don't offer you good money, but they offer you mileage.
Wow.
They offer you mileage. You see, sometimes I've done some jobs that, well, let's say I'm supposed to have been paid for about 20 episodes as a director, and the job could only afford to pay me for about 10. Yeah. But you know what? Nobody will know that I've collected only the money for 10. But my name runs on 20 episodes. Yeah. And while I'm doing something else, people are seeing what I've done. So what makes me happy is to have done enough to get some amount of recognition from the people I have done it for. Because without the people at home watching what you are doing, it's like you are blinking in the dark. You are not doing anything. And the big thing about an artist, or whether you are a producer, whether you are a singer, whether you are a director, is for you to get people entertained. And there's no way you can get people entertained without teaching them something. They must appreciate what you are doing from beginning to middle and end before they will say, I am thoroughly entertained by what you have done. So I have had people say to me, oh, I don't see you in all the movies, but I see you in very meaningful ones. I'm very happy when people say that. It means you don't know who is watching. True. People are watching you, and you have been able to get across to them. So for me, I think getting such remarks from people, and sometimes sitting back to see what I've done and having some appreciable amount of satisfaction is what actually gives me joy. Because money, if you have the money, as a Yoruba say, they say, Yoruba people will say, owo to eyan. That is, money you can't equate the quality you get from people. You know, so with money
It's
goes,
never gonna be enough.
comes, it goes. But the impression that you leave with people lasts longer. So for me, I think getting into the minds of people have really given me a very lasting sense of achievement.
All right, that's beautiful.
All right, before we take a break, I want to ask you about commercials. Aside from movies, can you tell us few commercials you've involved in?
Okay, I've done, let me just say, let's be very humble about it. I've done quite some commercials. I did the one on Obudukato Ranch. It ran on CNN.
Obudukato Ranch.
Yes, Obudukato Ranch. It ran
Wow.
on CNN. I did some of the federal government commercials on Veils. That is when the government came in and came out with this issue of how people should go about paying their taxes. Then I also did some of the Change Begins With Me commercials, and I think about 3 of them ran on CNN too. And
Wow.
I remember the day some of these commercials were going to break on CNN, and I think I was doing something else. They called me from the office and said, "Yeah, come and see what." And we sat back and we thought it was going to go. So we were watching. So we waited until, and I felt so good about myself.
So these commercials, you directed them,
Yes,
or you featured
I directed them.
Oh,
I
you
directed them.
So
Yes.
how were you able to get these jobs? Did you apply? Did you send a proposal, or you were just called? Like,
Okay,
oh,
you know the way it runs. Agencies will call you.
okay,
You submit your treatment, your director's treatment,
okay,
and they discuss it with clients. If clients buy your idea, then you do your casting and you move to the location and you shoot.
that's it.
So that's it. Sometimes it could be somebody who loves your job that will say, "No, you are the one I want to do that job." Because that's why every job that you do speak for you.
yes,
So sometimes it is what you have done in the past that will get you the job. Sometimes it's a referral. Sometimes it's just a case of going for what is like an audition. You go for briefing. You go for, you just go with others and they look at what you can do, and if you get it, you get it.
all right. Thank
So
you very much.
that's how I would get them.
That's good. I've gotten a tip from you.
But it's true.
Now, hard work, persistence, and the fact that you enjoy doing what you think you know how to do, making others happy, is enough satisfaction in itself. Now, I'm going to ask him, Ajo, how did you come about that? Give us the synopsis about the music video, and I'm going to ask you, it's a two-way question. Now, we love the song. A lot of us enjoyed it, and it's been a while Ajo came out. Why hasn't there been a sequence to it?
Okay, well, I'm only trying to grapple with the reality on the ground, the reality in which I find myself, in which everybody, Well, Ajo is still making its sales online, and I'm still trying to. That was a 10-track album. Ajo was a 10-track album. So I want to just make sure that I have enough songs and just drop, and not just be dropping with them one by one. I just had one which is still in the market. Melo Laoka. I just dropped that one. I've not done the video. I'm going to start shooting the video very soon. So how did that come about, Ajo? Everything I do in life is a journey. Everything. So I have. That's how I have captured, or I have captioned my life, whether as an artist, whether as a Nigerian, an Abeokuta man, born in Abeokuta and growing up in Abeokuta, moving to universities, and it's Ajo. And what we are doing here is Ajo. So it helps me to put life into perspective. So that's why I said, no matter where you go, don't take the road along, because it is that same road that you are going to, that you walk away from home, is what you are going to walk back home. So it's just a way of saying, don't forget home. No matter who you are. You know, Yoruba has a way of saying, don't go and become a statue when you, that's so unfeeling that people cannot reach out to, no matter what you achieve in life, because achievement itself is part of the journey. So no matter what you achieve in life, don't forget the beginning. So Ajo for me is just a way to say, okay, there was a past, there is a present, which must be appreciated and contradicted to create another future. So that's just what I'm doing. That's how I came about Ajo. Yoruba is a very deep language that if you pick on one particular word, it can take you the next century trying to come up with the different levels of meaning.
All right.
So that's what Ajo is. That's how I came about Ajo.
Okay. All right. So you've told us about your achievements. Well, we still want to know the challenges that you faced and how you were able to overcome them.
Well, working and living in Nigeria has its own challenges, just like living and working everywhere in every part of the world. Now, Nigeria is not worse than any part of the world. It is only when you get there, looking at it from afar, you think there is a greener pasture somewhere. But by the time you get there, the reality dawns on you, and you see that, man, in Nigeria, I can look at the masquerade in the face and say, hey, you can't do anything to me. But somewhere, at the moment you step out of the shores of Nigeria and you are in a foreign land, you become a foreigner, and your liberties are limited. So the challenges are just the normal challenges that anybody, you know, when you are going on a journey, you are going, it's like a tunnel. You can't see the other bend. There are bends, there are turns, curves. So by the time you get to a particular area, you face the challenge. For instance, as a filmmaker, we are so many in Nigeria, but the problem is how to reach every Nigerian. How to make sales. If I'm shooting a film and I want to reach about 10,000 Nigerians, before my film reaches those 10,000 Nigerians as individuals, they have all seen the film. It's there. They have without spending money to get them. So piracy is one of my problems. Marketing is one of my problems. Money is one of my problems. And another one is that of an enabling environment. I cannot just, we used to have it free, you know, moving around, shooting, but now, even if you build your own studio and people see movement in and out, the area boys will come at you. There was a time that we paid, we got police protection to shoot somewhere, just as they will allow you to set up, they won't show faces. The moment we're about to say action, they know our language. They just say, action, come back. You know what the policemen said? You know, if one in got them fair now. They said, you people should give them what they want. And these guys have been strategically positioned at different areas of, you know, where we have sensitive materials like the generator, camera. You will see them, they are taking cover, we are surrounded. So we discover that, and once you pay one group, they'll go and tell them, so, you know, and it is not just in Lagos. If you go to Ogbomoso, if you go to Ilorin, if you go to anywhere in Lagos now, anywhere in Nigeria now, they are the same thing all over. It's like a disease. It's all over. So those are the problems, and those are the problems that every practitioner has. So making sure that the things we do get across, and just the environment. Let government give us more recognition. And another problem, which is also key is the fact that we are yet to take hold of the industry. We are yet to really take hold so that it does not become, it is no longer an all-comers affair. Because those who are actually giving the industry a bad name are the ones who are not trained. And it is so easy for people to judge us by what those people do. So those are the challenges that we have. Else, Nigeria is making names all over the world. Our music is getting us there. Our films are giving us the kind of PR
recognition.
Yeah, recognition that, you know, I think is enviable. So I think those are the problems.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Sorry, one more question before early takes. You mentioned something that there are some people giving you guys the bad name. I was even coming to that question. Let me just take it from there. Sexual harassment has been an issue in the entertainment industry, let's put it that way. And you're a director, you're a filmmaker. You know, some of these actors, when they come here, actresses, when they come here, ask them, have you faced any sexual harassment before and all that? They'll say no or yes, or they've heard somebody. Now, as a filmmaker, that's the big boss, the man that dishes out the roles to these people. Now, for an upcomer, that's someone that wants to act, a female. Do you harass, sorry, I'm not just taking it personally, but I just want to hear from you. Do you harass them, or do you tell them, oh, before I give you this role, you will have to do this before you can get this role?
Let me, thank God, thank you for that question.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how it works.
Okay.
When we want to cast, we have people who are in charge of casting. I am just one of them. Okay. So when we come with our cast, I am not doing you a favor. If you win a role, you earn it
through audition.
I'm not doing you a favor. So if there's any need for anybody to sleep with anybody, it is not because I want to give you a role, because who says you can play that role? If I give you that role, I'm putting myself on the spot. If I give you a role that you cannot, defend, and it is what you do that puts me in the public, in the eye of the public. So it's my fault. It is my problem.
Okay.
And I have abused you, and you have gone. But let me tell you what the experience really is.
Okay.
Politicians sleep with themselves. Doctors sleep with nurses. Drivers, everybody, any teachers.
True.
You understand? It is the only industry that people cannot afford to have anything bad about is the film industry. You cannot afford to watch a bad movie. You will shout, a bad doctor is sitting down watching a bad movie. A doctor who just killed somebody, by negligence, is watching a bad movie and he's saying, I can't. So, we are the only one who are doing things right. People think it's just a joke. So some ladies come at us and say, I must get that role. Brah.
Aha, there you go. Now
you understand?
Yeah.
It happens.
Yes.
Okay.
That we are not actually the ones harassing.
They are the ones
harassing you because they already have a mind.
Allow you to talk. You need to use your ear to hear woman something.
Because they come at you with a mindset.
With all the fierceness.
Wait.
Women.
Nothing we are no get.
You are being one-sided.
I'm not.
You are being one-sided. Sorry, you say.
Don't forget that.
It's not.
I have male directors and female directors.
Oh yes.
Okay.
You understand? So let everybody come and say what they have. What
so you're talking based on your experience.
I'm talking as.
So your experience that they harassed you. In this case now, it's you that has been harassed.
I'm telling you that it happens.
Okay, but
you want me to now begin to write my life story?
Have you experienced it or you've not experienced it?
Well, maybe I've come close to experiencing it. But you see, but you know, it is safer for the person who is harassed. It is safer for the person who is harassed than the one who is harassing, because if you harass somebody, you don't know who is watching.
Yes.
You don't know who that person is going to tell. It's fun. You don't even need to harass anybody. It's fun. Yeah, I remember when we were shooting Shaorede, and one morning, TK just said, let's take a walk. we took a walk. We went to buy moi somewhere. And moi, you know moi elepo. We bought moi elepo and we took it home. And on the way back, Yinka said, this is the only job I can do and enjoy myself. I said, what? I said, how many people will go and take a walk in the morning to buy moi elepo? So we can send somebody.
Yes.
We could send somebody to buy. We went, and there's so many other things. That is a job that you can, and I won't now risk all of that and say because I want to have. And let me tell you, artists are not people that you can abuse anyhow. I'm talking of people who are trained. You can't just harass an artist, a trained artist. Who are you? You want to have a Tinamba on set and you want to harass her?
You dare not.
No, before getting to Tinamba.
No, it doesn't have. I use Tinamba because Tinamba started from somewhere.
Yes.
I'm talking of so many other people. Artists, you want to harass a Bimbo Akitola. Who are you? How will you even
start?
Because you are already trained with the same language and you understand what it means to do the job well. So it doesn't even come to that. So I'm telling you that, look, I'm not saying people don't sleep with one another. But if you people must sleep with yourselves, it is something that
it's consensual and outside.
You don't need to go out and talk and make. So, but it happens everywhere. The movie industry.
Please, what I want to say, what I'm trying to say, maybe you're not getting my question very well.
Yeah.
My question is this: for people that are upcomers, you mentioned Tinamba and Bibak, they are big shots. Like starting from the scratch, someone that hasn't even done a unknown face that wants to go into the movie industry.
What I'm saying is, it's very simple. If you are a trained artist, you want to showcase your talent and not your body.
Good.
So you don't come with a mindset of somebody who thinks, yeah, when I get there, or somebody has sent you to somebody. Even if somebody sent you to me, you will still come and earn it. You only want to be given the chance.
That's all. That's what I want to hear. Thank you very much.
Today is Friday. I want to know how your Friday goes. I want to know the kind of food you eat. I want to know your hangout spots. I want to know the kind of drinks you take. Do you take, what form of liquor? Do you take beer? Do you take rum? I just want to know something. This is us going personal right now, okay? We just want to know how you enjoy yourself, because sometimes you're working, or most times you're working, you're either on your movie sets, or you're directing, or doing a documentary and all that. We just want to know how you enjoy or have fun.
Well, one thing about the kind of job we do is that they are very challenging, they are very tasking. So we work big and we enjoy big. When people see us enjoy, they say, they're lavishing so much, you know. But the fact remains that when we work and we earn our money, we are not always afraid to spend our money, because I can defend it.
Yes.
And I can defend. But so I love to hang out with my family. I love to hang out with the guys, go out, go to the club. I won't mention the names of clubs now. Go to the club. And sometimes all I just want to do is get a big pot of efforiro and ofada rice.
And eat.
Just
enjoy.
Just eat. To stupor.
I love efforiro.
To paralysis. And then sometimes all I just want is a bottle of my beer. You see, one thing is, my father introduced these things in very controlled quantity when we were young. You wake up in the morning, you give us a shot of brandy. Yeah. And that shot will pass it round.
Wow.
When it helped. So drinking was nothing to us when we grew up. We couldn't abuse it because we knew what it means to hold a glass of beer. You know that content, you know what it can do to you.
Yes.
So I drink my beer moderately.
That's good.
Yeah, and I can never get drunk. It's even a sin for me to get drunk.
All right, no problem. Quick one before you leave. I won't allow you to leave this place without letting the viewers know that you're the director for Mommy Dearest, or
Madam. No, I'm not the director for Madam Dearest, but I played a prominent role in Madame Dearest.
Okay, you played a. Please, can you quickly tell us fast about Madame Dearest?
Well, Madame Dearest is about the story of a man who gets imprisoned. When he gets imprisoned, the wife now gets entangled with the houseboy. Before the man, and they thought the man, they think that the man cannot, come back from prison. So all of a sudden, it happens that man has actually not committed the crime for which he was released. And he comes back.
And you played what role? Sorry.
I played one of the. Lanre Balogun played my Oga, and I am one of his assistants.
Okay.
We are smugglers. So we are the one who actually find the baby.
Okay.
But that baby belongs to the houseboy and not truly that of the. So that's how
that's good. That's good. Honestly, I wish we could stay more to ask you more because